Now that we saw the statements of the DDL and DML language, let's solve some exercises to see how it can actually be used in a database. I prepared a few exercises with DDL and DML language. The first one asking us to create a table called aclients2 containing these columns, ID and name, with these particularities: restriction type, primary key, the data type, a number and a string, and the length of the two columns. So we will use the create table statement, give the name to the table, aclients2, and then specify its columns, which are ID, that is a number with maximum of 4 digits, so it will be a number of 4, and also it has a restriction type primary key, which means that this table is going to uniquely identify its records by the ID. And then we will have the name, which is a string of 30 characters. That means a varchar 2 of 30 characters. And now we can create this table. Was created successfully, and jump to the second exercise, which says to display the structure of the table. We can display a structure of a table using the keyword describe and the table name, aclients2. And by running this command, we will see here the table structure with the column names, ID and name. If the column accepts null values, the ID column does not accept null values because it is a primary key, and then the type of the column, number or varchar. Okay, the third exercise. It says populate the table with the data from aclients table. How do we do that? Using an insert statement. Insert into table aclients2. And what do we insert in this table? We insert the values from table aclients. We insert select columns client ID and name from table aclients. And 4 rows were inserted. To see what does the table contain, we can select all from table aclients2 and see that we have the same clients as in the first table. The next one. Add column age of data type number in the new table. We have to use another DDL command, which is alter, in order to change the definition of the table. So we will use the alter table command for table aclients2 and add a new column, the column age, which will be a number with maximum 2 digits. Select the column, run it, and table aclients2 was altered. We can see the new definition of the table by using the describe a clients 2, and we see that we have a new column called age. The fifth exercise, it says add an integrity constraint called age check in order to have only values between 18 and 65 in column age. How do we do that? Well, it's done also by the alter table statement, a clients 2, by adding a constraint called age check, which is a check constraint that makes sure the age is between 18 and 65, semicolon, and then run the command. Table was altered. Exercise 6 says add the following rows in the table. The rows are these ones, and we will use the insert statement to insert them in the tables. Insert into a clients 2, which has the columns ID, name, and age. I chose to specify the columns, and then add the values 2008 delta and 35, and the second insert statement will be the same, just the values will be different. 2009 sigma and 16. Now let's try to run the commands. We will see that the first row was inserted, but the second one had an error. It says check constraint, age check violated. So we tried to insert an age of 16 after we enabled a check constraint that says the age should be between 18 and 65. We will leave it like this for now and move on to the next exercise, which says deactivate the integrity constraint called age check. As you may remember, in a video from this section, I told you that these integrity constraints can be deactivated. So for that, we will use the alter table statements for a clients 2 and disable constraint age check. Table a clients 2 was altered, and now we can try again and add the client with the age of 16 in the table. We can copy the insert statement from above, and now the row was inserted successfully. Exercise 9. It says to change to Omega the name of the client with 2008 as ID. In order to do that, we will have to use a DML command, which is update, in order to update the data inside the table. So we will update table A clients 2 and set the column name to Omega, where the ID is 2008. select the statement, run it, and the row was updated. Let's see how the table looks now. Select all from A clients 2. And now we can see that at first we added the client Delta with ID 2008, and now the client with 2008 is Omega. Exercise 10. It says to remove the clients with 2008 and 2009 as IDs from the new table. We do that with the command delete from table A clients 2, where the ID is in the list of values 2008 and 2009. We run the command, 2 rows were deleted, and now select all from A clients 2, and we will see that the clients with 2008 and 2009 as IDs are not anymore in the table. And the last exercise tells us to remove the table that we created in this video, which is A clients 2, and use the DDL command drop table A clients 2. Now here in the left we can see the table A clients 2, and after we run the drop table command, the table is dropped and we won't be able to see it here anymore. It's deleted from the database. That's it for the DDL and DML comments exercises. Now let's move on to the next section.